Oh man, Rick, there's only
You still
10
have a lot of
seconds left
damage.
for
You
the
have
hero.
healing. Yeah, it's very hard to go take the Prophet down. It's also damage into a song. Doing anything. The exorcism spirits are having a good time. Will be this Shadow Fiend Naga combination. We saw Aurora try to pull it off in game 1 of that last series, and I guess technically they did because they won the game, but it was not because of these great big Requiem song combinations. And well, the Shadow Shaman find his way through as well on the side of Avulus. Yeah, we're only like 5 picks in, right? A lot of bands, but only 5 picks in, and it does feel like Avulus is getting a little bit more of that like meta power than we're seeing from Liquid right now.
5 seconds left now.
This is also kind of feeling like this is a really solid carry, like Terrorblade game thus far, right? You know, you have maybe you're a little worried about the Shadow Fiend magic damage, but it's illusions versus the Shaman. You have you chunk down the Shadow Fiend, but for now, Tiny there. All of our cores. This is a carry. Tiny? Is this? Are we? We're not flexing one of Axe and Prophet, are we? Yeah, but Marcy?
10 seconds to pick your hero.
But like with Marcy?
Moron. 5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine. Oh, Dire Team Band!
Beastmaster.
Radiant Team Band!
Yeah, so I'm looking at this. It's like could be like a 5 Marcy, like 4 Tiny as well, I guess. I know, like in the deep annals of Dota 2, we've had support Death Prophet playing around the silence, but that's not modern Death Prophet at all. So I think we're still waiting on a 5 here from Liquid. It's gonna be interesting to see what the final ban is from Avulus as well as what their lead on things. And well, Liquid though, at least their bans are pretty easy. You get rid of the Ursa if it's there, you get rid of the Monkey King, you get rid of some of these matchups that are just really awkward for the Axe to run into. But other than that, I mean, this is, if I'm Avulus, I'm like, what is happening right now? Like, maybe they got a better read, I don't know, but
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine. team ban.
Yeah, it's like, okay. The worry I have is that any combination of Axe, Marcy, and Tiny, two of them are going to be supports, right? That has to, probably that's the case. Maybe there's maybe the last pick support, but you have that, and they kind of fill the same role, right? They are initiators, they're stunned, they go in, they do some magic damage. Marcy does a little bit of physical burst as well, but it feels like they fill the same role in the game. And I think in this meta, when you have two supports that are doing the same, we talked about it in the last series, when you have two supports that functionally filled the same role, you struggle a lot. Now, this may just be Liquid saying, we're going to ball up, we're going to have every EXO, we're going to just win a team fight, and we're going to shove down lanes, and we're going to win this game fast. And maybe that is the play. But yeah, it's awkward. I don't know. I mean, maybe it is a Toby Axe, and that's fun. And then you just have this great big red bodyguard in the safe lane that makes it a little bit hard to get on top of whoever they pick for the one. It's going to be very interesting. I said this before, but whatever AVULUS decides to ban, I think is going to be very telling. And we can see how long they're waiting on their reserve time. I'm not sure they totally know what that thing to ban is. I think they do. I think they have an idea.
Dire team pick.
Yeah.
10 seconds to pick your hero, you moron. 5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine. Radiant team pick.
Imba Spirit.
All right. Hear me out. This is Marcy 1, Axe 5. That's what it is. And then I guess that would make it an awful I don't like that. Never mind. We have 32 seconds to figure out what exactly this nonsense is that Liquid are going for. I think I'm with you where I want to see a 1, but I'm kind of expecting this to be a 5. I'm kind of expecting that this is going to be Toby's hero here as we figure out exactly what it is. We got a decent amount of team fight for Liquid. We have a ton of control. So I think you're probably a little bit of a save, but not really. So I think are you looking for like a second save here? Maybe like maybe a Bane?
Chen.
Oh, you
okay.
Choose your hero. You really got to pick a hero. You got 10 seconds left. You better pick your hero. 5 seconds.
Yeah, and it does also that Chen gives you a little bit of a save. Unfortunately, this really cool Chen Ags that we've seen that goes and gives your entire team spell immunity for a little bit and a lot of healing. Not incredibly useful this game because Fly can just counter it, because the funny thing is that it gives your entire team spell immunity, but does not give the Chen spell immunity. So your blink song, that's fine. But it should do a great job, you're right, of securing the lane, gives you some sustain opportunities, gives you a lot of auras, and this does feel like a liquid draft that's trying to hit this 25-minute timing, early exos, you take towers down, you got a ton of tower damage between the tiny and then the Death Prophet, and just like crack this game open and just maintain this tempo throughout the entire game, which should be possible, right? We have a Naga to break some of these fights up, but exorcism damage still going to go through that one. Beastmaster's playing on roar timings. You're right. I don't think Ember does a ton this game. I don't know. We're going to find out as game number 1 is ready to go. It's a very interesting draft coming out of Liquid, all things considered. But you said you liked it, Rojo.
Whew. 30 seconds until the game starts, Rick. I'm getting my things ready, Morty.
Nisha? No, not quite enough range. So he's gonna break the smoke break on out of there. And I do also like that we take a look at this Chen, which we do not get to see all that often. And of course, modern Chen, you get to pick one creep to bring with you at the start of the game, and he's gonna go for that Satyr Mind Stealer, which means that not only are you gonna be sitting there and having all this fun time stealing off the boars, but also you're just removing all the mana from Zibe as well. So you put that together, and Zibe is not gonna have a nice time in this lane. And also, we talked. I think we talked about, maybe I just thought about it in my head, but talking about the Shadow Shaman heroes, and Shadow Shaman, great single target control. Absolutely. You know, you go big snake and that can be fun. He's chicken fingers this game though. But importantly, hates summons heroes, hates when there are multiple creeps wailing down on him. He doesn't have a lot of armor, doesn't have a lot of HP. Yeah, it's a little sad. He's just suffering, man. Yeah, right. It's a 70 damage block level 1, 70% of it actually, yeah, level 1 breaks it, right? So it's 100 damage on Crypt Swarm at level 1. You have a what do you have? It's a 60 damage barrier, and you absorb 70% damage. So 70% of 100 is in fact 70. And the barrier is 60. So like one Crypt Swarm breaks it at level 1. This is you mentioned how bad of a matchup this was, and I think we are, yeah, it's only gonna get worse. It's not a I'm really surprised they picked this actually. Yeah. Oh, it's worse. It's level 2 Nisha as well, so he's got Spirit Siphon on top of that, and it's Flame Guard level 1. There's no Sleight of Fist. It's still not even gonna break it anyways. Yeah, okay. No, man. Looks like there's some issue where they're not seeing player names. They're just saying, oh, okay, oh, that never run into that one. Okay, that's what it is. Death is the, you talked about death is the ultimate purge. It's the ultimate stun. Both things are true. Yeah, no, it is unfortunate. This is kind of why, like, when there's a tiny in the game, and there's like a monkey king in the game, you'll often see people go and spawn in the game and kind of immediately disconnect and reconnect, just so you can see everything. I haven't run into the bug where Tiny just says Tiny over again, though. But not really familiar with that one.
You just death.
Turned into a Pokemon. Well, you know, they say Dota is a game of suffering, Rojo, and often they, you know, it's like, my job is to make my opponent sad. But yeah, no, this game, this is going to be a bad game, for a very rough game for the Ember Spirit, at least early. I mean, we're already seeing us 3-0 versus 8-4. It's not going to get any better. So if you're Ember right now, what's your play to get back into this game in some way? Well, Mickey still appears to be animation bugged. That is. That is the bug. That is the bug, apparently. Well, Desire is... Oh, nice. He's going to get the heal. Very nice there on the shackle. Toby's going to try to chase him down with a satyr, and no, not going to happen. Desire kites on his way on out of there. It's going to be a dead Shen, and Tiny lets us know that he is, in fact, still here. Very, very loudly lets us know that he is still here.
Ready to rock. They call me Tiny. My stone. Tiny smash. Who brings life into no stone unto Tiny here? Tiny, coming in.
Wait. Oh no. My camera was on Tiny, and now I'm looking at the mid lane, and I'm still hearing the Tiny voice lanes.
Gather Tiny here.
This is... I've never seen... Tiny smash. I should be talking about his Warwick barely stays alive. My stones are coming in. What is happening? It's global, man. I can't escape. As Tiny's gonna go and try to drop a stun on Desire here, but it's not going to get a ton. Is Kenny a couple raises there to go, but brings him back in. Smiling Knight has to be careful. Cyberlight hits the call, and Smiling Knight's going to be the one that dies first here. But Smiling Knight does get the rejoinder, and we hear death sounds. It reset the audio engine. I don't hear Tiny anymore. This is the best part, and it's not about as a fly seems like he might fall down here as well. But importantly, we don't hear Tiny anymore. Regardless of what happened with Fly, who cares? I don't hear Tiny anymore, and I can focus again. And we are seeing this Saberlight Urn build once again, where you get that early. It's a little bit of extra damage over time, and especially the way Saberlight's been playing. I don't know if he's going to go for it this game, as Chen's going to get shackled up once again with the blood grenade. He's going to resummon the satyr, but it dies immediately, and Mickey cannot keep him safe. But this Urn build that we've seen from Saberlight, especially if he goes like 2 points in his W, which he's doing a little bit with Battle Hunger, that's a lot of damage. It's not always the easiest thing to break it off either, but for now, it's not quite gonna happen here. We are about 100 gold away from the urn, as we're just gonna wait to see what he does on level 4. And well, Tiny, how do you feel about Tiny? Yes, it is this like archetypical Mickey hero. He is so good on it. But Tiny is far less of a carry than they use. You know, Tiny's gotten a lot of nerfs in the last 6 months, 8 months, something like that, maybe a little less. Desire's gonna get in. Gonna kill the courier from Smiling Knight, and that's something. Boxy's gonna try to run out of here at a decent stick. He's very speedy. Seems like he's going to be fine. So Boxy gets out. Saberlight gets the courier, and well, Saberlight is he's on a bit of walkabout here. He's very, very deep on his opponent's side of the map, and just gonna have to get teleport back to the mid lane where he's thinking about maybe setting. I don't know. Oh, he's gonna find Fly. There we go. Well, that's something. You thought you were safe from the safe lane? Well, that's not really gonna be a thing. If they're gonna go commit onto it, makes the call as well. And this is the power of that lane duo. It is just way too much. And yeah, there's a shackle, but Desire, he's gonna go down anyways. A second kill for Boxy. And by the way, on the safe lane, yet more. Oh, sorry, that was the mid lane going down. Zibbe's got to be careful as well as Mickey continues to try to chase him down. Maybe the creeps, but no, it's 4 dead across the map. And 30 seconds from the Wisdom Shrine.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower just took a big beating. It's gone. That force field leads me to believe that Dire just fortified their structure. Whoa, Dire's bottom tower's under attack.
Tiny smash. Tiny here. Blake over
Dire's bottom tower's under attack.
Hard time coming, Steve. Who breathes life?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Getting your chin up to level 6 with this push lineup, getting that global heal on top of everything is really, really solid. And yeah, you don't have the Exo, but Boxy thinks about running forward, brings them in and says, hey, this is fine. Desire's going to go down once again. This facet, right? Pick me up on Marcy. If you have a confident Marcy and a couple good duos, and certainly Tiny and Axe are fantastic duos, it's just oppressive, man. Yeah, supports can't get within a screen of Boxy.
Just got destroyed.
No.
Yeah, Zibbe's not even level 6 yet, so it's one of those games where it's kind of funny, right? Because again, we were like, I don't know what's happening with this draft from Liquid. It's really weird. And then it comes together for the last pick, and all of a sudden we're like, oh no. These lanes are really good for Liquid. Oh, okay, how do you beat? I don't know how you beat a Marcy Axe lane. I have not seen it happen yet on 739. It just is really strong. Death Prophet versus Ember, we saw how bad that was. And even the lane that was kind of going okay, getting a kill on Chen, it's still, you know, this Chen Tiny that was starting to do fairly nicely, especially with rotations. So 2 dominating lanes and 1 even to good lane. In fact, Mickey sitting here 4,500 net worth before 9 minutes. He's very happy. And Fly is now going to get pulled back in. We assume Nisha is going to go drop the suck on him, brings him in, and this is going to be a dead Naga once again. And by the way, probably the tier 1 tower. Exorcism's available if this is something that Nisha wants to spend, or they can just, you know, spend a couple waves and take it down the old-fashioned way.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. I wonder what they're gonna build where Dire's top tower used to be.
Oh, well, okay, never mind. They're like, oh no, not Smiling Knight, but no one's really there with him. So Toby is gonna, well, maybe try to break something. Nisha's actually here, but they're running away from where he is. So they're not gonna find Nisha. Fly denied the haste run on the other side. So at the very least, now Liquid also knows where a potential smoke might be, as 3 heroes are running through the jungle. Mickey is really the only one that's available, and Zive gives up on it. He's like, oh, there are creeps to farm. It doesn't really feel like this is going to get all that much done. It's a little bit too deep. And Smoke's going to time out anyways. So yet more resources spent to try to make something happen for AVULUS and just not really finding it.
Oh boy, Dire's middle tower's under attack. Dire's middle tower's under attack.
Yeah, a little bit of a wrap there. Zibe is going to have to run. Drops the roar on top and actually makes some decent separation. Maybe we don't actually have any stuns from Toby's creeps, but he will be able to slow him down with the penitence. And, well, Zibe, he's again playing around with who gets the kill. No, none other than Boxy. Nisha trying to get Warwick. TP's in on this. Not going to get the silence and axe. Saberlight's surprisingly tanky here. I think he had a range drop last charge as well, so he's going to get out of there with the blade mail. Are we going to be able to get Warwick? I don't think so. He's a little bit too far away and should be able to dodge any sort of silence coming in, but that was a great big wrap. It got a kill, and really there were a couple attempted counterplays from AVULUS that just really haven't turned into much. Oh, the silence lands on top of Warwick. He should fall down here at this point. With the stuns, well, no, not quite tanky enough. This Boxy actually getting kind of low there, but it's not going to be enough. And Zibe's Dom creep's going to get taken down as well. So Warwick continues to be sad in this game. Man, dude, it's 13 minutes and he's still not 4,000 net worth. I do have a question for you though, as we take a look at this. As I'm making a little bit further forward, but not quite enough to get jumped on. Huskar is traditionally, right, this Ember counter in lane. It feels very hard to play into, like kind of lane game everything. Huskar is still worse than Prophet for Ember, right? That's a big kill. 700 gold there. 450 to work is that matters a lot. Boxy was on a mega kill streak. He was significant in this game. Now, Nisha as well with the stun, but he will get silence as Nisha tries to get some healing off here, but Nisha should die. I think the heals are really strong, but yeah, he's dead. So that's two big kills. Nisha in the mid lane has been doing so much, and taking down Boxy as well matters quite a bit, but Saberlight wants to run Smiling Knight down. He's going to slow down here, looking for the call. There it is with the blade mail, but actually no charges on the urn, so he's almost getting there, but the song's going to keep him alive. And now do we have a turn? Desire's here. He's going to be able to get the stun, and no, never mind. Boxy's here. Run away. Call's going to go, and he should try to get the dunk as well, and he will. Oh, well, that was almost a really nice turn for AVULUS until Boxy showed up.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah. It's rough. I mean, eventually, you get the blade mail, maybe you get a BKB, and maybe you can start to do something. But if you've missed exactly how this game has gone, how Liquid has been able to build such a net worth lead for the first 15 minutes, or you want to see exactly what happened in that banger series between Heroic and Aurora that we saw earlier, is we're gonna see a big jump here on top of the Beastmaster, but Axe is gonna get stunned up for now. There's Aurora on top of Mickey. He's gotta run. He's getting very low, and Saberlight gonna have to run away for now. But this is the problem with the net worth lead. Even though it's a really nice counter engage, they're not getting the kills that they would like to find. So Saberlight, he's got his blink ready to go. Blade Mail in 3. Trying to see if maybe we can get some sort of counter engage on top of the Shadow Shaman, and Boxy's there to add the follow-up stuns. He should die. There we go. There's the dunk. So if you just missed exactly how that happened and you want to see a little bit of highlights, or again, that Aurora series from earlier on, that was a banger, hit exclamation mark F in chat. Go check out all the highlights on the Fissure Universe Dota 2 channel, and you can also go click the banner down below the stream if that's more your bag. But this just continues to go from strength to strength for Liquid at this point. They are far enough ahead that even these really nice counters, Rojo, that we've seen have not been enough to get it to really put any kills on the other side of the board for AVULUS.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack! Radiant's bottom tower is under attack! Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is under attack! Couldn't do much about Radiant's bottom tower, could ya? It's about time somebody took him out. The guy's a weirdo. Yeah, he's giant weird.
Well, for now, Mickey is going to show up on the bottom side. There's going to be some wards. There's going to be a stun, but the heal means that's not worth doing. Desire has to get the hell on out of here, and he should die. But at least Zibe and Warwick, they're going to be able to go. And Desire looking for the deny, but nope. There's a dunk. That's not going to happen. It does seem like Warwick and Zibe, they're going to be able to get on out of there at the very least, but. Going onto a Tiny with how much HP does he have right now? With almost 3,000 HP under his tier 2 tower, that doesn't really seem gankable. It's just way too tanky.
Whoa! They just killed Radiant!
Oh yeah, poor Warwick. We knew thee well. Oh, Ice Song actually is gonna be able to keep him alive, and Smiling Knight with the Requiem. Oh no, he's gonna get Yule's drifted up, goes away, and now the stun. But look at that call from Saberlight. He's gonna go in with the Blade Mail. It's gonna be actually he doesn't have the mana for the dunks. Does not matter though. 4 are dead. And look at that from Saberlight, playing on the edge, waiting for the song to be done. Knows that AVULUS are gonna cluster around Nisha, trying to find, just knock him down. But the Yules, I think from Nisha there, I don't know exactly. Someone Yulesed the Shadow Fiend, popped him up in the air. I did he Yules himself? Who Yulesed it? Oh, okay. Broke open the broke open the Requiem. Bot that time Saberlight goes in. Bob's your uncle. It's all gone. Dude.
Dire's top tower. This is a wicked sick stuff, Rick, because he just wicked sicked it. That's right.
No, he's not allowed to have fun in this game. As Boxy's gonna go find Zibbe, gets on top of him, and there's the call. So that's gonna be a dead Beastmaster. Oh, misses, doesn't go for the dunk there, or yeah, it just doesn't go for the dunk. He dies anyways. A little bit of a gift for Boxy, but it didn't happen while we were it happened while we were on replay. But you can see just how impactful getting the shard going. You can get 3 stacks of battle hunger on a hero if they can't purge it, and then you're moving at it. I don't even know, like 5% movement speed. It stacks multiplicatively, but you're super slow. You're taking so much damage, and it gives Axe, a snowballing Axe, so much solo kill potential against especially a lot of these supports. So that's a dead Nisha, that's a dead Zibbe, and the map continues to close.
Middle tower's under attack. Oh, Dire's bottom tower's under attack. What's the matter with you? Dire's bottom tower's destroyed. Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack. That force field leads me to believe that Dire just fortified their structure. Oh, Radiant's top tower is under attack. Whoa, Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
no, they can't. There's way too many auras. There's way too much damage, especially with all the skeletons. And now Mika goes in, tosses Nisha back. I don't think that was necessarily the goal. And Zibbe is briefly going to get at least on life. The Smiling Knight's going to show up now. It's a melee Rax that is fairly low, but not dead just yet. But yeah, there's no way they're going to hold on to it. Liquid backs up here. They got what they came for, and with 6 seconds left on the Aegis, there's no room to play around anymore. You go, you blink back, you wait for that second Aegis, and very content with the damage that you've done.
My thrift reward.
It's about to be just a little bit worse as well. Shard's done on Toby, so now you're going to get an Ancient Granite Golem that gives you 17% bonus HP on the entire army. You're getting, and in fact, I like kind of they were holding the stack until he got that, but you're starting to get these Ancient Creeps on the chin as well. These additional auras that mean that the Saberlight is much tankier than he otherwise would be. Mickey is going to get, 17% of 3,000 HP is a lot of HP. I don't know if you want to do the math. I don't, but it's a lot of HP. So all of a sudden here, the auras got even bigger, and there's smoke on the other side. Now it is smoke into a high ground, and that is just a little bit dicey. Smoke's going to break on Boxy at the start. They know where Warwick is. Saberlight goes for the blink, doesn't quite find the call until he does. He gets on top of the Shaman. He's dead before he can do anything. And now Smiling Knight, he's got it right on top of the debuff there. And well, he will pop the BKB. Fear's off for now with the song, but Mickey comes in, and that's a problem. That's a problem. No solution. So much damage here. Axe finds his way in as well. Fly runs. He's dead. Gets taken down by all of this. And once again, 4 heroes down, and Warwick just has to run away. It continues to be sad. He's going Kaya Yasha in this game. Oh, they're going to tap it anyways.
Dire's middle tower